Y'all boy Charleston White that peed a lot of people off, man. Hey, in Chicago, we had a certain thing back growing up called roasting. I mean, riding people. Well, it's a form, so I was form of roasting. Where when people in there riding, especially if two good people riding each other, roasting each other, whatever version y'all want to call it, we be in the back cracking up. But you never want in the audience laugh too hard, because when you do that and they get at you, oh, it ain't as fun. And I think that's what's currently happening with Charleston White against white folks, man. It's going down, man. I'm sliding on O'Shea Duke Jackson. He got a video called Charleston Never Thought Charlie Kirk Fans Would Do This. Y'all already know, man. It's about to go down, man. We see what's going on. Let's ride.
White people don't have no problem when it's black on black crime. Smoking on Tuka, they didn't have no. So now we smoked on Charlie Kirk. Too far. Too far? Oh my goodness. So y'all didn't go too far with George Floyd. He has a family. Ooh. Come on, white people, don't be hypocritics.
When Charleston White first came out, he was a hit with the blacks. And then all of a sudden, we saw him take a different position. He started criticizing blacks more often, especially rappers. Not just rappers, even dead rappers, even dissing their kids and family members. And we saw a pivot towards, you know, even talking about black unaccountability and even praising white people.
America have been invaded.
Do you think that white people have less power than ever before?
Yes, and they mad about it. And I'm mad about it too. It was a much better country when white people had more power. Yeah. They have less power, and they have a right to be afraid of what America's gonna come to, because we mad at the wrong white people, and today's white people had nothing to do with what our ancestors went through that none of us got to witness.
Facts.
But we want to punish them for it.
Yeah.
Now, in this same clip, he would end up saying that he felt white people need to control the United States. And again, he was talking about the dysfunctionality of black culture. And see, podcast interviews like,
time out. White people in control. Who controlling it right now? That's what I say. When you just say spew out stuff, it be kind of like, who got it? Don't tell what I don't know. That sounds kind of crazy
got
to me.
Charleston White into more opportunities, not just in the black sector, but with white people as well. And they would love for him to come onto the podcast and basically talk down on black people. And of course, it came with a hefty fee. Charleston White, I believe, charges no less than $10,000, and that rate might be up by now.
Damn.
And still, despite the fact that he's had a lot of his platforms shut down, Charleston White, aka Unc, is still out here eating in the streets. And when Charlie Kirk passed away, initially he was a little bit sympathetic, especially when he was talking to Aiden Ross about it. He's like, oh, I've never really heard of this guy, but you know, if that happened to him, that's bad. But then Charleston White got an opportunity basically to see what Charlie Kirk's position was. And once he did, he changed his mind.
Charlie Kirk was killed by his own kind. I just want to remind you, Charlie Kirk was killed by his own kind. They can't, but what can they say? He was taken out by his own little white babies. We got Y ends, y'all got W ends.
I'll be always feeling though, but so that is true. No matter which way you slice it, they trying to say it was somebody, you know, I don't know, hands in the air. I'm not even forgetting to all of that. But it was a white person who was raised by a mother and father in the household. Whatever his political background is, he didn't vote any. People say it's left, right, who knows? But it was what it was.
So
that's
of course,
just fact.
this got
that part.
A lot of hate from Charlie Kirk fans. Not only him, but even people like myself, who I'm very moderate on the issue, but people like Tariq Nasheed, you know, he's been attacked online, people trying to infiltrate him, trying to dox him. And the same thing has happened to Charleston White. Now, initially, when Charleston White does this to blacks, there's not really a repercussion. Like, I mean, he got into a few scuffles here and there, but, you know, nothing that would really hurt his income. I mean, black people typically don't have the power to, you know, get him fired or, you know, get him from basically not going to a comedy tour, because typically, like, no person that is a comedy promoter or event organizer is going to cancel Charleston White because he's saying something bad about a dead black rapper or about blacks in general. In fact, that might even get him more business. But that's actually backfired, because what happened to Unc was just the opposite. He posted this on Twitter. Charleston White slams white people for canceling his comedy shows and banning his YouTube channel after dissing Charlie Kirk.
Damn.
So what really happened?
I thought y'all said y'all canceled me. Now what fuck done happened? Y'all done got in y'all feelings, you white with animals. I thought y'all said y'all, well, come on now. They just put me on one of the biggest comedy shows September 29th in Atlanta with them now. Oh, you thought y'all can control. Now y'all just got white friends that'll listen to y'all. But you know, white people don't own everything. You know, the Jews and the Asians mostly own everything. Oh, white folk, y'all don't run the country no more. Y'all trying to get it back though. I see you. Y'all scrambling hard and to get your country back. But guess what? Y'all done let too many people here. Y'all done let too many people here.
Yeah, like I always say, it wasn't funny. Nobody was laughing. Nobody was standing. Oh, he was talking about black folks. Freedom of speech goes all ways. What's the problem? Why is y'all tripping now? It's the $1 million question.
Babylon, 99 tongues is in your country. And guess who got to get you your product? China. Every goddamn thing you got, white folk, come from China, made in China. How you go run something and you don't run nothing no more? Your politicians is ran by foreign lobbies and corporations.
So basically, he's talking about, as you've heard, you know, you whites don't really own anything anymore. Your country is owned by foreigners, and you know, you don't have everything. Asians and groups have everything. So you're trying to stop me. But while you stopped the other things that I was trying to do, you forgot about the fact that I got a comedy show with these dudes out here in Atlanta. You can't stop that. And that's very important. I want to weigh in on that. A lot of times when we are struggling in, let me just say, the white community, when we basically, you know, don't develop our own economic systems, basically at the bargaining table of corporations. And we've seen that. Look at Will Smith. When Will Smith slaps Chris Rock, a lot of the money that he receives is basically on the front end with brand deals. Sometimes he produces, but not very much. And so once he slaps Chris Rock, his money opportunities were not there as much. Same thing with Jonathan Majors. However, we saw that was not the same with Tyler Perry, because Tyler Perry has studios. He owns a lot of the stuff that he does. He owns his IPs and everything like that, intellectual properties. So even though Tyler Perry is going through a similar situation, not equal, with, you know, these sexual allegations from the guy that he's dealing with, he's able to still thrive because he owns what he does. All right. And so Charlie Kirk, being in the black sector, allows him to own what he does. This is no different than Tariq Nasheed, no different than Corey Holcomb, even a guy like myself, O'Shea Duke Jackson. We might not be in the economy like let's say mainstream media, but we are in the black economy, and that kind of protects us, being in the black sector. And so when you're in,
that's true. That's true. And I think I already know what he figured. This is a true reaction, but I think he gonna get to the people who pander to other race, which there's nothing wrong with it. I don't have no problem with it. He just, like, I feel like he said, like, know your audience. If this is who you spend your bread with, just know if you piss them off, you better be ready. Just like the black conservatives that pander to white audiences, because there are black conservatives that don't pander. O'Shea's one. I just found one called Ant CEO or something like that. They don't pander to the audience, so they can, you know, they can have a wide variety. But if you pander, like, piss off these people to please these people, now you gotta only please these people. If you stop pleasing these people, it's gonna
black sector. You can talk like Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb says whatever the hell he feels like saying, and if anybody were to cut Corey Holcomb tomorrow, he has so much offline presence, like he would be back up and running, and his fan base is going to follow him. That's the difference. Same thing with Tariq Nasheed. The same thing with Dr. Umar. Okay, those guys, stop the show, and I'm nowhere near as popular as those dudes, but you get what I'm saying, right? They are going to follow them everywhere they go. And now Charleston White is trying to explain to these whites, look, I'm in the black sector. So yeah, I was over there getting y'all money, but you can't stop it because I'm in the black sector and you can't take my money. Even if you try to, I'm still going to be on with the blacks. I still got interviews. But wait, there's more.
How you go run something and I in seats? How y'all gonna stop me and I am the internet now? You see y'all, let me show y'all how bad I am.
He
Let me
feel
show you how
himself,
good
oh
I am.
God.
Folk. I done lost over 24 Instagram pages. I done had 5 this year. Just as soon as y'all delete me, it increases my status. Oh, they banned Charleston. Guess what? I got a YouTube page that I started 3 days ago. It's already monetized. That's just the power of Charleston. I got about 6 interviews lined up, 4 within the next couple of days. That money's pretty good. Now all of a sudden, here come a man who was born to sin, that's gonna die in sin, but may not die a sinner, and y'all are worshiping like as if he's Jesus. No.
And this is just proving the actual point of what he's talking about. All right, he's saying the same thing and building on that particular premise. I want to also kind of just talk about people out there again. I want to preface this. What you're seeing in the country are people who have access to, number one, any kind of government job. So a lot of blacks are in the government sector. If you're in the government sector and you feel like you have free speech, you don't even have to mention.
You don't. And for a second, I thought, but he's about to get right. I'm going to stop it right here because I want to eat up this whole video. We just want to talk about the Charleston White part anyway. Hey, like, hate him or love him, which I'm mutual on him because he be saying some wild shit. But, hey, they right. Build your own. Get stuff outside of other, you know, platforms and stuff like that, or build your own, or go know your audience, and you keep surviving, bro. He's a prime example of that. He got to start to pander to white people, then he's like, fuck yeah. Now look at him. So, oh no, man. Y'all leave it down in the comments. Like always, I'm gonna leave this video down. It's the O'Shea Do Jackson channel. Link it down below, man. Y'all let me know, man. Should he be canceled? Should he not be canceled? I think he should have been canceled, but it's whatever, man. I'm just joking. Hey, yeah, y'all be safe out there, man. If y'all made this fine video, hit that like and subscribe to your boy. Cost y'all nothing, but does so much for me and my family. Nah, I appreciate y'all, man. Be safe out there. Stand on your own 2 feet. Try to build your own the best way possible. I'm out, yo. Peace!